Good morning. I'm Art Seifert, and I'm representing Gladfelter Insurance Group this morning. I'm a relative newcomer to York. I've been here for 5 years, but my family has roots here dating back to the 1700s. My great-great-grandfather was a member of the York community, and I have pictures of my great-grandfather having his picture taken down on East Market Street. So I've seen what York looked like before all this was even here. So it's great to be here this morning. I want to thank you all for coming out, braving what was a chilly start to the morning. So much for Out Like a Lamb. Gladfelter Insurance Group is again grateful to sponsor the creative juried exhibition of YorkFest. Fine arts highlights the imagination. Imagination is a critical community asset as we re-envision York and work together to build the best York. Mayor Bracey embraces the spirit of York. Live, work, play. York is blessed to have a leader and an advocate for the arts, for youth, for education, and for a better York. Please welcome the 24th elected mayor of York, Mayor Bracey.
Good morning, all. Okay, a couple of you know me. Good morning, York. Good morning. There we go. Thank you. And those that really know me know that I'm cold. So we'll keep this moving. Right, Henry? It's good to see you, Councilman. Thank you for being here with us. What a gorgeous day, though. It's chilly, but it is beautiful. A great day to announce the lineup of our 2016 YorkFest Arts Festival that will be held this year on Saturday, August 27th and Sunday, August 28th. Thank you to our confirmed sponsors today. Joey heard from Art. Thank you again, Art, for that lovely introduction. Gladfelter Insurance Group, WellSpan Health, Gladfelter, across the street, 96.1 WSOX, and a special thanks to the Strand Capital Performing Arts Center and our York County Heritage Trust for their tremendous support of YorkFest. We have several new YorkFest partnerships this year. Creative York will host a new Creative York Family Pavilion with a variety of family-friendly activities and interactive art projects. That sounds really fun. Prime Art Supply will organize this year's Chalk Walk with a new family category. There's a theme here. The Parliament Arts Organization will bring new works of art to YorkFest by way of art cars that will be displayed along Market Street. That sounds pretty cool too. And then there will be free parking, we all love that, at the city's industrial plaza near Hack, York, and free shuttles to the city. A big and sincere thanks to these new partners for their support of this community event. It's a great weekend, and it's great to have so many partners. Also new this year will be the improvements to the rail trail that are scheduled to be completed in plenty time for the YorkFest. It's important to remember that here in York City, our many annual special events are paid for entirely by funds raised. Events like YorkFest, the Street Fair, Taste of York City, Restaurant Week, and this year's first ever, a couple years ago actually, Boutique Week. And others are all paid for through donations and sponsorships and countless volunteer hours. Therefore, it is truly with the utmost appreciation that we thank all of our sponsors and volunteers. These events absolutely would not happen without your support. So I personally thank you. Art has the uncanny ability to unify diverse people. Our community, our neighborhoods, our county, populations of diverse backgrounds, and the culture can unify in the appreciation of a simple art form. It is the red thread among the fabric that knits our community together. It has the unique power to provoke thought and stir conversation, tap very personal memories in some cases, or even unleash emotions. Today we are here to announce our 2016 festival and to celebrate the arts in all forms and definitions here in our downtown. This year's YorkFest Fine Arts Festival, again, will take place on Saturday, August 27th, and Sunday, August 28th. And those of you that have frequented before know that is the hottest weekend, right, of the year. So please be part of it. This year, we are excited to partner with one of York's renowned, most friendliest artists, Brenda Wintermeyer, as our 2016 York Fest featured artist. We will be using Brenda, yes, definitely, right? Where is she? Oh, there she is again. We will be using Brenda's painting entitled City Alive on all of our York Fest promotional material and merchandise this year. I think we're going to unveil some of the painting now. Woohoo! Very nice in Brenda fashion. I have in my hands a design as well for this year's t-shirt that you'll be able to purchase at, that should be right here. T-shirt that you'll be able to purchase. T-shirt that you'll be able to purchase this year during the festival. Brenda, again, with her love of York and large body of work featuring so much of the city of York, she is the perfect artist to have for this year. This year being our 275th year of celebration as well. So we want to ask Brenda if she would please come up and make a few remarks. Yay! The media folks, you have in your packet some bio information on Brenda as well. She'll be available to answer any questions, but we'll go that way right now because she's not coming over here, I guess.
Should I stand here?
You should come over here if you have something to say, and we have your... I didn't mean that, but I want everyone to hear you.
Okay,
And look
thanks.
at your lovely hat.
Thank you. Oh, thanks.
Thank you. I was so happy when they sent you. But that's your work. That is all right.
Very
on the
nice. I
magnet.
like it. Thank you, Mayor Bracy. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for inviting me to wear this badge of honor for this year. I was very, very surprised when Mary approached me, Mary Yapel. I was surprised. And I think one of the first sentence out of my mouth was, well, it's about time.
That would be Miss Brenda.
So, yes, I have been painting the city for years now, probably 15 years. When I first fell in love with the architecture in the city, I used to bring my Bradley Academy and the Art Institute students that I taught, New York College students that I taught, I'd bring them into the city to show them the architecture. And we were walking, pointing up, looking all the time, and we would sketch. And that was the beginning of my love affair with the architecture of the city. So my mission has always been to show the people that live here, more so than the people that don't live here, because the people that don't live here know the beauty of the architecture. They see it when they come. But to show the people that live here in York City, how beautiful the city is, and to see it through my eyes, to see it through the eyes of an artist, is very different than just walking around and getting to where you're getting to where you're going. And I always say, Paris, it's not that. It's a beautiful city because it's perceived to be a beautiful city. It can be dirty, and it can be crowded, and it can be just like any other city. But who made it beautiful? Who romanticized it? It was Monet and Van Gogh. They painted that city to look like it was this most astonishing city with lovers walking and waiters and waitresses with their white cloths over their arms and the tables outside and the flower boxes. And so I said to myself, well, I can do this too. I can make our city beautiful, and it can be perceived as being beautiful. And when people believe it's beautiful, the magic is it becomes beautiful. That's the magic. I wasn't expecting to say any of this. I'm sorry. That's the teacher in me. But City Alive is the original. These are two prints. The top one is on fine art paper, and the bottom one is stretched over canvas. It's a print on canvas. The original City Alive sold to one of my collectors, Bill and Kim Curlin. Bought the original, which was quite large, larger than those prints there. And Mary saw that when she was in my studio, and she said, the painting has to be this. It has to be City Alive. And so there it is. Thank you.
She's right. It's about time, and you can tell why. I mean, Miss Brenda is so awesome. Again, her bio information is in your media packet. So in addition to her beautiful art, City Alive, the York Fest Jury Art exhibition will be going on at the Agricultural Industrial Museum, the York Fest Youth Art Competition. 100 select fine artists from around the country will comprise the festival marketplace. The York County Heritage Trust will present several activities throughout the weekend. There will be a poetry tent. And of course, we're going to have some of the best food around this year as always. So you don't want to miss this. And one of my personal favorites is our free community jazz concert, which will be at the Capitol Theater on Saturday night, August 27th. And again, we thank the Strand for allowing that and their generosity. Jeff Stabley and friends will be from 6 to 7, and Extremities at 7:30 to 9. It's going to be a fabulous time, so please be there. If you're on Facebook, I am not, be sure to like this York City special events page so that you will receive the regular updates as we lead up to this event. Thank you again to all of our sponsors, Art and Gladfelder. We thank you so very much. I want to thank Jim Gross in his absence and the whole Public Works crew who makes this weekend absolutely possible. Thank you guys for being here today as well, Ray. Thank you. And again, Miss Brenda, it's past time. Thank you all.